Guys, what's the coronavirus going to do to us? Yeah, that's probably one of them it's going to do. And maybe we've all had it in January and February, and that's my own theory, but I think everybody has had it. I remember a wave of this going through and nobody could quit coughing, and it was just crazy. But I'm not making light of it. I didn't mean to make light of it with my little coughing joke, but the fact is, what are we all going to do about this? Right? We are alive today. There are a lot of people that are dying today. So let's forget about why they're dying. Let's forget about why we're alive. Let's just think, if we could just reverse engineer our life, and we were laying where they're laying, and we knew that that's the last 5 minutes of our life. And God said, we want you to think about everything in your life and tell us the most important part of your life and what you're going to leave on this earth. Are you going to be able to tell him, look, I tried everything that came to my mind, all those, you know, those great ideas, I gave it a shot, and I don't regret not, you know, failing on some of those ideas. I know that I gave it a shot, and I know that I gave inspiration in that world when we're leaving this world in 5 minutes, God. I know that that's it. I gave great inspiration. I helped a lot of people, and I've hopefully left a legacy. And it doesn't have to be financial. It can just be in mindset. You've taught people to care about themselves. You've taught people to try harder, right? Think about that. Reverse engineer everything. And then we're going to flip over to real estate for a second, because that's exactly how real estate works. So at the very last week of your deal, when you're about to close it, okay, so you've done a deal, you're great, you're ready to go, whether it's a flip deal or you built it from the ground up, or you invested with a bunch of guys on the deal, or whatever you did. The last week, you know you're going to the closing table a week from now. In that last week that you're going to the closing table, I want you to think about the entire deal and what were the best things that you did in that deal that got you to the closing table, right? Just like the last 5 minutes of your life. So the last 5 days until you get to closing. So I want you to think about those, because that's reverse engineering. Now I want you to think, okay, what can I do? What kind of deal can I do? And take all those thoughts that you're thinking. I can tell you all of them right now. Well, I marketed right, I found the right property, I found the right investors, I sold it correctly, I generated leads off of, you know, certain techniques. All these things, those are all the reasons for the last 5 days. In the last 5 days, those are all the reasons you're about to go close this property and make this big, great reward, this check, whatnot. Okay, because the way that you did it, we're gonna take all those skills and all those things that you implemented, and before we buy a piece of real estate, we're gonna do that. I want you to think about this logic, okay? So you're gonna say, okay, I wanna be in the hotel business, right? So you wanna be in the hotel business because you think that that business has more exits and there's more money to be made, and maybe it's a funner business, maybe you're a personable person, maybe you wanna hold it. I don't know what the reasons are, but that's the business you wanna, that's the area of real estate you wanna be in, right? You've never been in it before, but you wanna be in it. So in the hotel business, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out, okay, if I have to sell this hotel, let's not even think about the cash flow, let's not think about construction, let's not think about any of that stuff. Let's think about the last week before closing. What's going to get you there? What's going to get me there to closing? So you're going to think about, okay, well, we're going to have to market to people that like to buy hotels. How do you do that? Well, you got to find a list of people that like hotels. How do you do that? Well, you find the people that own the hotels already because they like it. Well, how do you do that? It's just reverse engineering. Everything is reverse, right? Because now you're trying to figure out how to market to those people. And now you got to figure out how to get those people. Then you got to figure out how to get them in the door. Then you got to figure out how to talk to them. Then you got to figure out what to say to them. Then you got to figure out what they want, what they need, all this is reverse engineering, okay? And so that's what you're going to do. So 2 things. If you want to live a prosperous life, always think about the last 5 minutes of your life. Having to give answers. And what got you there, and what were the things that got you there, right? And then in real estate, it's the same way, okay? So in real estate, you want to think about, I want to succeed, I want to build this building, I want to sell this building, I've never been in this business before, what do I need to do? I'm going to reverse engineer it, because the last thing you want to do is do something that you think the market wants because you think the market wants it, and you decide to go out there and build square footages that don't make sense, make units that don't make sense, maybe a whole location that doesn't make sense. None of that makes sense because you didn't reverse engineer it. You didn't find out what they were going to actually buy because you didn't know. You just hoped that they were going to buy it. right? You have to reverse engineer it. Same thing with flip properties, same thing with new construction, it's the same thing with buying and selling, it's the same thing with brokering deals. Every time I meet a client, I talk to the client, they say they want X amount, I look and see if it's worth X amount, then I see why they're marketing it, how are they marketing it, what are they doing. If I'm the first broker, then I tell them these are the things I would do, and I sell 90% of my properties off market. I still broker quite a few properties. I don't put them on MLS, I don't do any of that stuff, I don't need to, okay, and I don't want to. I just want to sell property, right? I don't have to depend on a certain marketing technique and one or two, and you know, and that's it. I want to be able to know, okay, look, I don't want to list the property unless I know I can sell the property, because I can make some money real quick. I don't have to have anything in my mind clogging my mind up with all these listings in my mind. I just want to grab it and sell it. I don't want 30,000 listings in my head that I got to service. I just want to grab and sell, grab and sell. Same thing with brokering deals, or same thing with building deals. I'm going to grab the land, I'm going to build the product, I'm going to sell the product. I want to, you know, same thing with any investing that I do, you know, funding wise. If I'm going to fund somebody, I don't like long-term stuff. I want a short-term stuff. This is short-term, let's go, let's make money. Okay, that's what this is about. So when people tell you investing is long-term, and there are some strategies you can use that at, okay, but as a newbie and starting out investing, you're not trying to build a portfolio of 100 rental properties. You're trying to get a rental property, and you're trying to sell a rental property, okay, or get a house and sell out. You're trying to make money to show you that this works, okay. Once this is working out, want to keep that one, keep that one, boop, want to keep that one, keep that one. So while your whole time you're still selling properties, right, but you have 2 or 3 of them that you kept. That's how you build your portfolio. The whole time you're flipping properties, you're owner financing properties, you're marketing properties. And you know, I just want you guys to know that there are ways to do this without going out there and just hoping or dreaming or whatnot. You have to find somebody willing to work with you. If somebody's willing to work with you and you're willing to work, time is more valuable than money. Do not worry about money. You need to worry about knowledge and implementing the skills that you're taught. Don't study. Just one, as soon as you're taught it, boom, it's in action. It's in action. This world is fast now. Okay, you cannot wait around in this world and try to get everything right and all your marketing right and everything spelled correctly and everything, you know, no. Not right now. Right now you need to just be out there. You need to be out there, everywhere. Because if you're not out there everywhere, the people that are out there are ready. If you're just starting out, if they're out there already, right? So they're the ones getting the deals, the mass deals, because you're not established. So you need to be out, you need to be constantly marketing and not worrying about, oh, well, am I saying the right things? Am I doing the right things? Just know you committed, boom, I committed, I'm in real estate, right? And this is the area of real estate I want to be in. And I've got somebody willing to help me. Always find somebody willing to help you. And every real estate investor is willing to help you. Because if you bring us a deal, we will buy the deal, you will make money, and we will make money. We are all willing to help you. And the harder you work and the more deals you bring, the more we're willing to help you. It's just very common sense, right? If you're willing to hustle, anybody can do this business. I'm proven fact that anybody can do this business, okay? I didn't graduate high school. I didn't go to college, okay? I'm doing this business. I've been in this business now for 30 years. 20, oh, it makes me seem really old. Jeez, 22 years, goodness. Okay, so, and I don't feel like it. I still feel like I'm 21 years old because every deal excites me. And every deal I like a win-win, and it's all, real estate is the fantastic business. And you know, real estate, the best part about real estate is that while that machine is operating and you want to take a little vacation or you want to do something, you have time. You have a flexible schedule, right? But the downside of that is you're working at night sometimes, you're working late hours sometimes, but then there are also times where it's an entrepreneur relationship with you and your business. I mean, that if you give your business work and you help your business and you feed your business is going to return the favor. He's going to feed you too. If you don't, then your business is going to starve and you're going to starve. So it's like that with any business really. But the best thing about real estate is it's easy to turn it off and turn it on, right? You can ramp it up, ramp it down, ramp it up, ramp it down. You know, as long as you're taken care of and your monthly nut is covered and you don't want to, you know, do something that month or something happens, you know, in your family, unfortunately, or health-wise, you're able to ramp it up and ramp it down. So, Frank Ball Realty, if there's anything I can do to help you guys, let me know.